On May 14, 1948, the State of Israel declared its independence, restoring Jewish sovereignty in the historic homeland of the Jewish people. In that declaration, Israel made clear the new state was committed to freedom and democracy and guaranteed all its citizens, Jew and non-Jew alike, equal rights under the law. For 64 years, Israel has kept its commitment to ensuring liberty and justice for all. The average turnout in U.S. elections since 1960 has been 45%. By comparison, since 1949, on average, 77% of Israelis turn out to vote. Americans sometimes lament that they must choose candidates from two parties that barely differ. By contrast, Israelis are presented with a menu of parties with perspectives ranging from right to left and religious to secular. Israel's parliament, the Knesset, also reflects Israel's diversity. Among the 120 members are Ethiopians, Russians, and Druze. Israeli Arabs have multiple parties and include members who are harsh critics of the state. Watching the Knesset in action offers a window into the rough and tumble nature of Israel's democracy. This is not a polite debating society. The members often get into rancorous arguments about all sorts of political issues. As in the United States, the judicial branch serves as a check on the powers of the executive and legislative branches. The Israeli High Court is a model of independence and is open not only to petitions from Israeli citizens, but from Palestinians living in the disputed territories as well. The court regularly faces the challenge of balancing the country's defense needs with the protection of civil liberties. Israel's democracy is vibrant but not perfect, and Israel's citizens do not hesitate to use their freedom to call on their elected leaders for change. Guaranteeing the freedom of every Israeli citizen is not just a matter of law and politics. It is also a question of security. The day after Israel declared its independence in May 1948, it was invaded by the armies of its Arab neighbors and had to fight for its survival. Israelis have not known a day of peace since that time. Israelis live under constant threat and must send their sons and daughters to the army to defend their country after high school rather than to college, so they desperately want to live in peace and security. In 2005, Israel decided to unilaterally withdraw from the Gaza Strip, evacuating every soldier and settler, hoping this might be a catalyst to peace. After years of hearing the Palestinian mantra that settlements and occupations were the obstacles to peace, Prime Minister Ariel Sharon put them to the test, and they failed. Instead of entering negotiations and demonstrating they were prepared to live in peace beside Israel, the Palestinians launched thousands of rockets targeting Israel's civilian population. The terror did not change Israel's desire for peace. Israel has continued to call on the Palestinians to enter talks without preconditions. However, Mahmoud Abbas will not agree to sit down for peace talks without preconditions with Israel. Meanwhile, Abbas's rivals in Gaza, the terrorist group Hamas, openly call for Israel's destruction. As Israel's ambassador to the United States, Michael Oren, has written, Israeli democracy remains a work in progress. However,
we must also acknowledge that Israel is a work of progress. Confronted with the relentless threat of war, democracy in Israel is today more robust and effervescent than ever. Against incalculable odds, Israel remains unflaggingly, even flagrantly, democratic.